Have you ever noticed some people don't struggle to find a relationship? They just don't enter one. They're not bitter, not heartbroken, not unlucky. They just stay single. But here's the real question. Are they avoiding love? Or have they understood something most people haven't? Society quietly labels single people too picky, emotionally unavailable, scared of commitment. But psychology tells a different story. Many people who stay single are not avoiding connection. They're avoiding misalignment. There's a difference. One is fear. The other is clarity. And clarity often looks like loneliness to people who don't have it. People who stay single long-term often develop strong emotional self-regulation. They don't rely on a partner to stabilize their mood. They process stress alone. They solve problems alone. They soothe themselves alone. This doesn't mean they don't want love. It means they don't need it to survive. And that changes everything. Because when love becomes a choice, it stops being desperation. Now here's where it gets deeper. Some people stay single not from strength, but from adaptation. If someone grew up seeing unstable relationships, constant conflict, emotional unpredictability, inconsistent affection, their nervous system may associate love with chaos. So staying single feels peaceful, not empty, safe. And safety always wins over excitement in the brain. But here's the part nobody talks about. Some people stay single because they've experienced love and realized it wasn't better than their solitude. Read that again. If someone feels more anxious in a relationship than they do alone, their brain will choose alone. Not because they hate intimacy, but because their peace matters more. There's also a psychological trait common in long-term single individuals: strong internal standards, not superficial checklists, but emotional standards. They value consistency, emotional maturity, accountability, mutual growth. And once someone experiences inner peace alone, they become unwilling to trade it for half connection. So they wait, not for perfection, but for alignment. There's also something called the independence reinforcement loop. The longer someone successfully lives alone, the more capable they feel. The more capable they feel, the less they tolerate instability, which makes entering relationships harder, but leaving unhealthy ones easier. And that's powerful. But let's stay honest. Not all singleness is empowerment. Sometimes it's avoidance disguised as independence. Sometimes it's fear of vulnerability. Sometimes it's I don't need anyone, when the deeper truth is, I don't trust anyone. And vulnerability feels riskier than solitude. Psychology is rarely black and white. It's layered. So if someone stays single, don't assume they're lonely. They might be selective. They might be healing. They might be protecting their nervous system. Or they might simply enjoy their own company. And here's the final truth. The healthiest relationships are not built by people who fear being alone. They're built by people who are completely fine with it. So maybe the real question isn't, why are they single? Maybe it's, would they rather protect their peace than force a connection? And if you're single right now, ask yourself honestly, is it fear or is it clarity?